Welcome back to another episode of Eyes Up Here. I'm your host, Lindsay Palos, here with my bestie, co-host, photographer, editor-in-chief, social media, everything. We're kind of, you're my right-hand man in my left-hand seat right now.
I know. I'm excited to be here. I love, by the way, really quick story. She was like getting ready. Everything was, we're doing a lot.
We're doing a lot.
We went on a coffee run. We went to like a couple different places.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was like, girl, I had to take a shit so bad.
You're going to say that in public? Don't make me edit that.
I'm just saying.
Look, the coffee was really good.
It was amazing. It was so good.
And honestly, like getting your morning bowel movement. Shouldn't say that. But I don't, by the way, I don't go to the bathroom like that. I only pee. I don't know if you know that, but I'm a pretty girl. I only pee.
She only pees.
Yeah, I've only peed my whole life. The doctors, they don't know what's going on. But yeah, I only pee. I only go one.
I'm only saying that because in my head, I was like, she wanted to go to all these places.
I love like we start a podcast and your first thing is like, I took a bait this morning. Like, what? That's fun.
And then
no
zero. Other than that, this place, oh my God.
Yeah, this place is beautiful. I'm in Joshua Tree. It's one of my favorite places in the world. I like spending time here, and it's so good for my brain. I feel like LA. I love LA.
Yeah.
Obviously, LA is great. I don't care what anyone says. I'm obsessed. I love LA. Beautiful, fun, great people. I love living in LA.
It's our home.
And Joshua Tree is so fun because I grew up in rural Louisiana. So I'm used to country too. Mm-hmm. And I'm used to quiet. And I think I'm getting to this like part of my life where it's like that balance is really, because I've done 11 years in LA. So like a little bit of nature goes so far for like clearing my head and clearing my mood. But it's funny we started with bodily functions because I was literally going to tell everyone on here that I'm about to pop a Midol for sure. Like, okay, men, I don't think you guys, actually I have heard that men will take Midol for hangovers.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never done that.
This is not medical advice and do not try it. And I am not endorsed by Midol. But I, like, every time we go to do a big photo shoot, it's like I'm always going to start my period. I haven't, but I can feel that like lethargic, like achy, body temperature up. I can feel myself turning into like not mean, but like annoyed. And I'm telling you, it's not even because anything's annoying me. It's like my body's in an uncomfortable state.
For
Isn't
sure.
that annoying?
I mean, I can't attest, obviously. But at the same time, you know what's funny? Every time we do shoot, though, I feel like it's around this time.
Every single time. I'm always starting my period.
But no one would ever know.
No,
like you're such
exhausted.
a professional when it comes to doing like these shoots, and I just know that. Of course, I mean it's the truth though, because like every time we've shot, especially when it's something that we like travel or do something a little different from the norm than LA. Yeah. You just seem to just like no one will ever tell from the photos, from the videos we do. Like
that's good.
I don't know,
dude. I wish I could like time it right to be like shooting when I'm ovulating because that's my best body, best attitude.
Yeah.
But that's when my brain's working to plan it. So I always end up shooting when I'm on my period because I'm doing the planning when my brain is doing great. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm popping a Midol.
Do it.
Sweating. I'm doing two.
Cheers.
Two is crazy.
Cheers.
Oh my God.
This is good.
Dude, this is better than like narcotics. I swear to God. Not that I've ever.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I have like
what do you want to talk
plethora of topics.
Talk to me.
Okay, just like things that have been on my mind lately. I feel like there's like a lot to choose from.
Okay.
First of all, I definitely think like talking about losing my puppy is kind of that's a dark one though. It's not dark, but it's like
it's not, but
it's like definitely a big part of my life right now, or like a big life change. But then I want to talk about why I think I'm single. And then I want to talk about kids and like what I think about having kids. Do I want to have kids? I know people look it up all the time. They ask me all the time. So I'm like, we'll do the kids stuff. Okay. Where do we begin?
How do you want to do it? That's
okay.
Because I was there, but she'll tell her side.
Okay, we'll start. Well, you were there when I lost my puppy. Pretty much, like I think he passed from heart failure, Tosh, but like I heard him fall, and he sometimes he would jump off a bed.
Of course,
like he was blind, but he was dedicated. So he was like, if I want to get off of something, like he'll risk the jump. Like he would jump. Like he's kind of nuts about it, and I would get really mad. But having a blind dog, like you get used to like them being on a surface or like I always knew where he was. He was always on a couch or he was always on a chair. He was always on a floor in a spot. And my brain knew where he was because he was always kind of in danger because he couldn't see.
Yeah.
So I always like had my eye on him and I knew he was taking a nap in my bed upstairs and I heard him fall and when we came up, he was either seizing or something, but That's not funny.
I'm not laughing. It's just I'm thinking about like what we were doing right beforehand.
Oh my God, we were doing a Q&A, which was like, yes, we were in the middle of shooting for you guys. But anyway, when you're, the thing is, I'd seen my friend's dog pass away the year before.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like kept, and that was tragic because it was really shocking. And I'd never seen something like that. It really, really saddened me. Like when my friend lost their dog, like really saddened me. And seeing it was so crazy. So in my head, I always prepared like, this is what it might look like if he goes away. Like his eyes might do this, his body might do this, this might happen. And so I kind of like braced myself.
You were strong. Dude.
Yeah.
You were really strong.
Yeah. And so when it happened, I kind of like, you have to make all these decisions. Like, I did CPR for a second, and then I was like, well, if he comes back and then he goes again, or if he's, because I was like, I don't know if that's appropriate, It's a lot of big decisions.
Yes.
Quick.
I will say from my perspective, right when it happened, for me, the first thought was, what's happening? Like, it wasn't Tosh. It was just like a bang noise. And I was just like startled, right?
Yeah.
But then after that, when you came into it, when you saw him, you picked him up, and then you were just like, you weren't as freaked out as I thought it would be. Does that make sense? Like you had some control.
Yeah.
And if it was the other way around, like if it was me and my dog, I definitely would have been more hysterical.
Yeah.
And like losing it and like just yelling at shit and just being like, hey, like what do we do? What do we do? This is crazy. But you were like, I'm okay. I'm prepared. And hold on, let me just think. And you were you were the calmest.
Which was crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
Like that part, bro.
I didn't know I was like that. My parents are like, my parents are both, they were the paramedics and then ER nurses.
So you've been around it.
Yeah. And then I had family, like two step parents in the military.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like these like safety type people.
Sure.
But I never thought I had that like gene in me at all.
Mm-hmm.
But it's weird. And during this process, like I was tough when it happened.
Yeah.
And also I have a thing like with my dog, because he's my baby, like being tough for him. I was always tough for him.
Sure.
Like I didn't want him to think I felt sad, because then he would feel sad. So I always was like, we're cool and mommy's safe and it's all good.
Yeah. And
even like him passing away, I kind of wanted to have that feeling for him. But then like, I fell apart later by myself really hardcore.
For sure. The stories I saw.
Yeah. But like for him, I wanted to be tough and like,
the mother instincts kicked in with you.
Yeah, they kick in
for Tosh. So.
And it's way more important to like scaring your babies or people who like I know it's like life is tough or whatever, but like sorry, if you can help it and you sign up. And that, by the way, hot take, and this is gonna be like me preaching, but like there's the facet of like not, and it doesn't mean don't express sorrow or sadness, because healthily doing that is good.
Yeah.
But I do think it's important not to scare your children or little things you take care of if you can. Because if you're someone's safe space and you're terrified, they're terrified.
Exactly.
And if you teach them kind of like a strength of that relationship, then they can carry it on and maybe do that for their kids or their, babies or whatever.
For sure.
And I feel like beyond the sad part, like being sad, being sorrowful and expressing that in a healthy way is good. But I also think anger misplaced is really bad for kids, because you're making them unsafe too. So like, I think a lot of our parents probably, especially like, a certain generation.
Oh.
I think we're the first generation where we're like, let's not freak our kids out by freaking out all the time.
Yeah.
But
I know exactly what you're saying.
Like how many of our parents like can't regulate their emotions, or like it's one little thing and they fly off the handle, and it's just, you go from zero to terror for nothing.
Yeah.
And that drives me crazy. So, I don't know where I'm going on a rant now.
No, it's okay.
But like
Rants
that drives me crazy. And it's like a part of making your children feel safe is not flying off the handle. And then you're teaching them. This is super duper tea spilling, okay? I don't know. I'm not even it's Midol. Almighty Midol. No, the almighty Midol will like bring me back to life. Maybe that's what it is, because that's caffeine in it.
And
acetaminophen, I think. And
she had a quad. She had quad shots today, by the way.
And it didn't.
Just
I mean,
FYI.
Wait, it's got acetaminophen. I love saying that word, acetaminophen.
Okay.
Maybe my next dog I name acetaminophen. No, it's got acetaminophen, caffeine, and whatever pyrilamine maliate. I've never even heard of that. It's good stuff. But no, I'm back. But okay, the anger and the emotional regulation.
Yes.
Where was I getting at? Oh, when I was a child, people would consider me bad. Isn't that? It's kind of surprising.
Okay.
But up until kindergarten or so, I was always considered like bad. Like I would get in trouble. I was known at daycare for being bad. I would bite. People would bite me. Like I have a scar on my face actually from a little boy biting me, or a little kid biting me back.
Oh wow.
They like let them, because I would bite so many kids that they did not feel bad.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I was like kind of like tough.
Yeah.
But I didn't know I was bad. I didn't mean to be bad. I don't know, whatever. But the truth is, now that I'm an adult, like my parents, they were younger when they had me.
Mm-hmm.
There was not a lot of regulating going on emotionally, and they were in a highly combative relationship. So all I saw was level 10.
Yes.
And I am a baby,
Yeah.
right? So I'm a baby, and I'm like, all I know as a baby, you don't know. You literally learn from mirroring your parents or whatever they do.
Yeah.
So I was bad, I guess, or they thought I was bad. But as soon as I got to school, like kindergarten or first grade, I was taught behavior stuff. Like I could see the other students, and they would give you grades on conduct. And I learned that like you could be not talk back, or you did like, it kind of set in when I was in a social public environment, like how to behave.
Sure.
But I probably didn't know how to behave as a baby. But it was almost like insult to injury as a child, because you have this like the parents who are fighting, and then you get painted as bad, but you're terrified. You're the baby. Like you don't have a safe space. You're scared. You're the baby.
You think it's normal that this relationship that you're seeing as a child, so you're like putting it onto when you are with your peers or whatnot, right?
Yeah.
Like a little bit, as far as kind of like, this is normal.
Yeah.
It's not normal, but you did the best you can to kind of like.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Well, when you're a baby, like you freak out, like you tantrum and all that. That's like how you learn to get your needs met or whatever. And when you're
that's
a
how
child,
you communicate, because
you're relying on people to eat. You're relying on them when to sleep. You're relying on them to like give you attention, which is kind of a major facet of humankind and being a human, but especially a baby.
1000%.
And being scared in your environments is like super duper messed up. And this is going to segue into how I feel about kids. No, but it really is like, it's just, this kind of stuff like really shaped who I am and who I was. But it's why I treat even my dog as safe and not freaking out, and not, even when he went blind, it was the saddest day of my life, and I cried once in the car, and I was like, we're never going to cry about this again.
Yeah.
We're never going to make him think that he lost something, or we're scared, or
you're
it
going to treat
sucks.
him normal.
Better. I was like, let's focus on the other senses.
Sure.
Fun food, lots of cuddling, making him feel safe. My voice is soft. I started having, like, when I don't know if you heard my sound effects, but I would develop sound effects
With
so that
him?
he always knew where I was.
Yeah.
So I started being like very audible and very like, I'm over here. What do you do? Like he always knew. And I was just like, we're not going to scare him even with sadness, but certainly try not to be angry.
No, for sure.
But yeah, as a kid, it was just like a lot of that. And then I was painted with like a naughty brush. But now as an adult, I'm like, yo, poor me.
Yeah.
What the
Oh my God. Were you talkative as well? Like, were you just how you are now? And they'd be like, Lindsay, pay attention. Lindsay.
Oh my God, Lindsay. No, I got in trouble for talking for sure.
Yeah.
But until I learned it didn't take long for me to get like, I should shut up. So I was like, okay, got it. And then I learned that back talking, like I was always in trouble for sassy or like back talking. But what I hate as an adult is like, I was usually saying something probably right.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know if like just shutting down my rebuttals was like correct.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I think there's a time and place to do that. And I feel like because what's going to happen, in my opinion, when you backtalk, even though you're right, it's going to set a precedence with everyone else.
That's true.
And that makes, and there's no like order in learning.
But don't you think like the because I said so shit is like kind of weird? Like if like, okay, a child is asking, but why does this something happen? And I get that kids like to be like, but what if we did that? But what if we did that? No, it's just not appropriate. Like, is there not like a smarter way to answer that? I don't know.
No. You're not wrong. It's just, I think it's because also how we all learn differently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So some people are visual learners. Some people are like dictation through, it just depends. And I feel like you and I are both kind of visual learners. And and it takes a different type of teacher to kind of like get the best out of you. And I was horrible in school, bro.
Yeah.
So I was worst
Really?
kid. Like, bro, the worst grades. I couldn't pay attention. I have massive ADHD.
Aww.
I got better later in life. And,
Yeah.
and when I found something that I really liked, sports or, photography, video, it's like,
Yeah.
then I'm like honed in and like I'm
That's
quiet
good.
as, and I can just like focus. But if it's stuff that I don't like, I am all over the damn place. My parents were like, get your ass in here, you about to get a whooping. Love
It
you, mom and
does
dad.
suck too, because
Yeah.
it's like I did not use the Pythagorean theorem. I did not use. There are some things applicably I learned. I use
Sure.
like the algebraic like mindset. I use
Yeah.
critical like comprehension. I use
Problem solving, you probably were killing
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
But like some of it was so like like the neutrons and the this is the powerhouse of the cell. Like
Sure.
don't give a shit.
Yeah. Like,
Don't
This
care.
is not relevant to what I need later in life.
Yeah. But I guess maybe learning something that you absolutely hate maybe is the skill entirely. You know.
For sure.
But anyway, so Tashi, yeah. Rest in peace, Tashi. Okay, also I will tell you guys, so I didn't want to be like have a bad omen and like have a pet casket in my house. Because I thought like, oh, I don't want to like anticipate my baby's death. But I did always think about like you're
Yeah.
gonna have it delivered.
Yeah, at some point. Yes.
Yeah, after the fact. And so anyway, it took me a while to figure out what to do with him, and then but I will say he did not smell weird. There weren't any like weird flies. I like wrapped him up. He was very like precious even in the afterlife. Like he
Yes.
was not gross at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I really appreciate that, bud. Like it was
Yeah,
not gross.
No, for sure. I mean,
but
I feel, when we had him, when you gave him to me in that moment,
yeah.
it was.
Ugh.
I didn't know what to do. I mean,
Yeah.
I held him and like I was checking and everything, and we're like, I think it's time, and it's okay.
Yeah, I did too.
Sometimes
I like wince when I think about that moment.
I know. I didn't even know you were gonna bring this up.
I know,
All
sorry.
no, it's okay. It's okay.
It's
I just.
like, ooh, like I like literally like.
But it's good
wince.
though. We need to
I
talk
hate it.
about these things. Like this is something we
Yeah.
trauma bonded on a
Yeah.
couple things, bro.
Yeah, that's true. We had another
Yeah.
trauma bond recently, but yeah. So that's a big change in my life, because
14.
and a half years, that was like I've never spent more intimate time with anyone in my life, including my parents
Mhm.
or siblings or anything. The most time face to face,
Yeah.
that was my dog.
Yeah.
He's number one, the closest being I've ever been with ever in my
Absolutely,
life.
Yeah.
So it's just like a huge change. And nowhere feels like home really now.
Mhm.
Because home is always with that guy.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, ooh, I feel like a little bit untethered, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's maybe a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Scary, but I'm really appreciative for all the time that I did have, and really appreciative for all the love that people have shared with me and telling me their stories. And it does make you feel better when other people share their grief stories, because
Mhm.
I don't know, it just like it does soothe you to remind you that other people survive.
That's why they call it man's best friend.
Yeah, man's best
Literally.
friend. And I can tell I am the type to be tough for other people. I can be tough for other people,
Yeah.
which is good, and cry alone when I'm alone. And I don't think that's because I'll definitely get the emotions out.
Yeah.
But I can not put it on other people. And I think that's something about like growing up I'm kind of getting proud of. I am tough.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I've always thought of myself as like tough, but I am tough.
No, you're a gangster, bro.
I
In a
am.
good way.
You know?
Yeah. You need to, you have that. What do we talk? What do we say? What's the word? Compartmentalize.
Yeah.
You're really good at that. And that's a
Meditation,
rare
by the
skill
way.
to have that. Yeah.
Meditation
that
is how I learned that.
Did-
Like,
really?
bro,
Yeah.
I'm the biggest fan of meditation, and not even like I don't even think do it every day. Like, if you develop the practice for a good point in your
Yeah.
life, you can keep that with you. That doesn't mean I do meditate when I can. I meditate in the sauna all the time.
Yeah.
I use the Calm app. It's my favorite. Not an ad. I love it.
That's good though. Yeah. No, I sense that.
So the meditation is literally, and I'm just if you guys are interested, this is just my spiel, but it's literally it's engaging in the practice of mindfulness, right? So we're like a computer. Our brain's a computer. This is the best way I can put it.
Yeah.
A computer that can see above itself to fix its virus or malware or whatever
Yeah.
is a very efficient computer. Like a computer that can computer itself. Meditation is sort of like computering yourself, because what you're doing is if your computer's on like go mode where it's just on autopilot,
Mm-hmm.
your emotions might sweep you up, or your thought process and patterns might sweep you up, or wherever you go. If you don't know how to computer your computer, it's gonna. Is that a good metaphor? Because I feel like meditation
I
has
get
that
what you're
bad
saying.
sales.
I get what you're saying. No. Yeah.
And it needs to be explained by someone, because it just sounds like mindfulness,
Yeah.
mood. No, it's your brain using your brain to make your brain efficient. And it is so powerful,
Mm-hmm.
because when you meditate, you're telling your brain, hey, I recognize I'm having that thought.
Mm-hmm.
These might be the reasons I'm having that thought. Let me come back to it later. Or, hey, I feel myself feeling angry right now. I'm going to redirect because I don't want to be there.
Yeah.
It's literally a bicep curl of moving your mood. Like it can
That's a
move
good
your thought
analogy.
pattern, yes, and
Yeah.
your process. And when you meditate for a long enough time, you'll see the change. You'll totally understand what I'm saying. you'll realize I don't have to be swept up in anger. Before I took that Midol, I felt the itch to. You get so good, you go, oh, I know I feel an ick coming on.
Yeah.
I know I can feel myself getting tense. I know I can feel myself entering a state of sadness. Okay, thank you for that thought. Let me move on, and I won't focus on it. I won't let it last. You can literally. I mean, not all the way control your mood because things are going to happen in life, but yeah, you can regulate your own emotions. Wow. It is so massive. It's such a massive tool. Also, enhances the gray matter in your brain, which I believe is tied to like memory and mood regulation, and it enlarges the hippocampus. So there are these actual scientific physical benefits to meditation that make your brain so juicy. And if you want to be a creative person, you want to be a person where good luck flows, or if you believe in divinity or things like that, or even godly messages, meditation is going to help you get there because it's going to clear those pathways in your brain. I don't know. I think it's one of the most underrated, underutilized, massive mood and life-changing skills. I know. I'm just preaching.
No, it's good. But I'm listening.
And I'm going to say it too because, I was just talking about the parents who I feel like can't regulate, and then they put their child, the child becomes, a challenging child because the parents can't meditate or regulate. That kind of thing can really influence a healthy parent. Because imagine you get home from work, you're exhausted, everything's going wrong, your back hurts, whatever. That you will feel a state of ick when your physiological needs are rough.
Yeah.
Like you're sick, like you're starting your period, like you're tired, like something is weighing you down stressfully. But you can see your child, and instead of letting that sweep you away, if you've developed a skill, like something like meditation, you can go, hey, I think I recognize I feel like this. I'm going to swap this because this is my child. And I'll get back to those negative thoughts later. Yeah. And eventually you get to a point where you're like, fuck the negative thoughts.
Yeah.
You literally will get to a point where you're like, fuck those negative thoughts. I believe things will work out. I have enough proof in that I felt all these bad ways before and it never lasted. It didn't matter. It didn't work. It is so profound. Yeah, anyway, that's my speech.
Really
you guys better meditate. I'm telling you, try it, bro.
No,
it's
really?
It's free, too. It's free. But I like the Calm app a lot.
Can I just say something really quick?
Yeah.
A little behind the scenes, but it's relevant, I promise.
Hit me.
So, since I've obviously been working with you for a minute, the way how things just work out is just, I don't even know how to explain it. But really quick, just even right now, the battery, she had 3 batteries. And I looked it up and I was like, damn, we should have went to, we already went to the store. We had all these things. And the first thing I look at is this drawer that has just random knickknacks. And it literally had 4 new batteries.
Yeah.
Just waiting for her, not even knowing that we even had it. And that was just in my head. I'm like, God, the universe it just knows.
The universe
knows like this, we're supposed to do this. Or else we had to go back to the road and grab some stuff. But it's like, you're like, no, it's fine. It's going to work out. It always does.
It does work out.
I'm like, how?
The universe also wants you to be learning as you go. That's like the one key. And it'll speak to you if you listen. Most people will shut it off. Most people deep down have a dream that they want to go for, or like a romance they want to seek, or some life they want to live.
Yeah.
But they don't really have like the cojones to try.
Yeah.
And honestly, the only thing separating people who do amazing things and anyone else is the balls to try.
Yeah.
But I don't know, if life is fleeting and death could happen at any minute, this is a ride. Like, I just think go for it. And I do think the more you're on the path, the more free fluid it will be. You'll know.
Yeah.
I really like Gabby Bernstein, actually. I read a lot of I think Gabby Bernstein is really on the money with manifesting and things. She teaches you about alignment and things like that.
Good. Yeah.
Shoot, I had another thought about the good luck. Oh, I was listening to Mel Robbins, and she had I think the lady was from Stanford, but she was a researcher on luck, and she says that she differentiates that luck and fortune are not the same thing, and that luck can be changed.
Okay.
And luck involves being risky, and taking chances, including physical, like health risks, financial risk, interpersonal risks, like putting your feelings. There's so many things, but I highly recommend that Mel Robbins podcast on luck because I thought it was so good. But yeah, all these things can be changed. Anyway, so about the kids. We were just ranting.
We went on
Midol's amazing. Dude, Midol's so the cure.
What else do we got?
Yeah, so do I want to have kids? Everyone loves to ask me this stuff. Here's the thing.
What do you want to do, bro?
About kids? I love how you put it like this. Okay. I also I'm 34. I don't really. There's a lot of people in LA who have kids at like 40.
Yeah.
Or 38 or 39. And 4 and 5 years is a huge life marker change. Think of a freshman and a senior.
Sure.
there really is a big room of changing where you are in life between then and then. So I don't know if then I'll be different.
Mm-hmm.
But because a lot of my peers are in that bracket. So I don't know if like maybe I'll want kids, but right now I think it's too early for me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very different coming from Louisiana. A lot of my friends had kids
Early.
yeah, early, and then some of them, like 30s, that being late.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of, I don't know if I'll change my mind or change how I feel. But I was the oldest. My mom had 5 kids, and I was the oldest.
Mm-hmm.
So when I grew up, I did a lot of diapers and babysitting and even like bath and cleaning and dishwashers. And like, I hated it. And I hated that when you have a baby. So this is important for anyone who wants to have a bunch of kids because I lived it, okay? If you have a baby really, the needs of a baby are expansive. A baby really needs like everything done for them.
Mm-hmm.
So as a family has a baby, the baby is going to require a lot of responsibility and attention and physical, financial,
Yeah.
just time toll. That is like a fact. Like you can't really evade that. Like a baby is going to be the neediest person in a room. And so as children age or as they develop into the adolescent phase or preteen or teen or whatever, and you have new babies, the baby is still going to be kind of the center of that family.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you try, if you try to maybe manage, like no matter what, the needs of the baby will be precedent.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just the needs. So, and then add on like the celebrations and attention and the excitement and all those things, which are always fine. But when kids get older, it can be a challenge if not managed correctly to diversify the attention the right way. And I just hated because my mom kept having kids. I just felt like it was always a little kid show. Like I kind of wanted to go to a dinner and we talk about middle school things, or like I kind of wanted to go and it be focused more on like the prom or like the homecoming, but it was always baby focused. And also that had to do with finding new husbands after the fact. That's another hot take. I really do not enjoy how do I say this? I just think family planning is important as much as people can. Like, I just think, I know things change and people have these love lives they expect to work out or, they're super emotionally involved. But I really think people should really take their time if they can, deciding who to have children with, deciding if they're capable long-term financially, emotionally, physically. Do they think this relationship may last? And if they don't, are they prepared for that kind of lifestyle? Because a lot of people think, oh, I'll have a baby with this person. I'm very in love. They don't imagine 5 years from now when that person's new partner is taking photos with their child on Christmas. That is brutal.
Yeah.
And it's not always brutal. Some people are good and some people like it. But I have lived that child being shuffled between families that I didn't belong in. And it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun knowing that like when they divorce, I didn't matter anymore. I have grandparents I've spent Christmases with that I don't know.
Yeah,
They don't know me. I don't know them. And you can play, temporary family all you want, but I didn't belong to them. And you feel for the step parents because it's a challenging role for them.
Yeah.
No matter what, it's really challenging. And then because you don't want to overdo it, you don't want to underdo it for the child. And everyone says, it's the child first, but it was like, that's not the dynamic that's begun. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I just feel like preparation is maybe we don't really do that anymore. Like we don't really live these traditional.
We go off vibes.
Yeah, we go off some vibes, and I don't think people are really thinking.
Oh, for sure.
Some of the challenges ahead.
Yeah, I had the same thing happened with my sister. I won't go too crazy because it's my sister and I love her. But I know just from the stories that I've heard, the things that I saw, I don't have kids. I don't know if I'm planning on having kids, but I have a niece and nephew that I helped raise when they were little. And that whole shuffling back and forth, I feel like on one side, it's parented one way, and then the other side, it's parented the other way. And this is kind of like the result for certain things. And not to say they're not bad kids. They're great kids. But at the same time, it's like it's not really their fault how they act. Because in my head, I'm like, you're given two different things. Two different messages at a young age. Uncle Christian is strict, but I'm like, bro, like you need this because my sister is too soft on y'all, and I need to be a little bit more on the aggressive, just kind of like that male figure that they probably don't necessarily have on an everyday basis, and I don't see him every day anymore. So it's just I kind of like I'm fun, but I'm not as fun as when I see something, I say something. Yeah. Like I'm big into like no, this behavior is not happening, not in front of me at least. So I'm a little strict, but that's okay.
Doing like we have different houses and 2 Christmases and it's all fun and it's all
Yeah.
painted really well. Maybe that they're doing an amazing job.
Yeah.
And you hope that over time people are getting better at it. But I just don't think that knowing what I know about like the general population, I'm not sure that everyone is getting it as right or, I don't think it's going to be as fun as they think it is. And also a lot of these painful things, a child doesn't have like they don't have the perspective to say that this is hurting them. It's going to hurt later.
Yeah.
It's going to show up in their interpersonal relationships, their romantic relationships. It's going to be challenging in that kind of adult life. And I think a lot of parents get off because then the child is an adult and they kind of are like, well, you're an adult.
Yeah. Yeah.
What,
Figure it out,
YOLO.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I just think, God, I wish parenting school was more like, I just do. I mean, I really do. It's crazy of all the things we go get trained for. And no, I'm not saying you should have a license to have children, but like, at least like sign a paper that says this is a well-being of another human being. Just accept that you got the documents. Just like some kind of effort.
For dogs and stuff, they go through a crazy process.
Yes.
For a dog.
Yeah.
My buddy, this is not a plug-in, but it's my buddy Mal. He literally talked about that because when he had kids, he was a little older, and he was just like, he's like, do you think it's weird that you don't get a certification for like having a child?
Yeah.
They just kind of like, it's been 26 hours, go for it.
Yeah.
Just download into whatever you did with your kid, download into this kid, and it's like. So true though.
And it really says a lot about what people put onto women because I think it's a women's people assume that they're going to figure it out and do it all right, but it's like, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like even just a little disclosure form. But that's what it's also I don't really like low common sense things. And I feel like sometimes you see so many politicians even getting on there'll be someone shot up a school or someone did something terrible and they're like, wow, look at me getting political again. They're like, we have a mental health crisis in America. Okay, what are your mental health crisis initiatives? What are you going to do to improve it? You got one? What's your solution? Let's do a solution. Because even if a solution, we all know so much of this stuff goes back to parenting and child abuse. So it's like, okay, solution. We can't figure out a general idea of a guideline. We do it for food. We do it for drugs. We do it for housing. We do it for this. We can't make up at least a general. I think effort is always better than perfect effort. Just any effort is better than none.
Nothing, yeah.
And I'm like, we can't just at least send some kind of general. This what me a nice guideline to being a parent in America. What if the child does this? Do we believe in this? I mean, I know it sounds crazy.
No, but I get where you're going.
But just if we can't if we can't force people to train or read a book or whatever, just a disclosure that they've maybe gotten a form when they leave the hospital.
Yeah.
And I've never had a baby, so maybe they do get that, and I don't know.
They don't.
They don't?
From
Shoot, that's crazy.
You get a birth certificate.
Oh, we need to do more. No, I think we could really, really, really improve on this stuff.
Yeah.
And it's really important right now, too, in the age of influencer stuff, where they've got all these performance parents.
Yeah.
Where the children are kind of, acting, their whole life is a performance. I think it's really important with the age of digital media and the age of digital lives. None of us have talked about ethics really. Like we don't really get on and are like, is this going to ruin everything in the world? And some of this stuff, it's really not ethical. It's really not thought out. People are starting to talk about it with the child stars, like paying them, or should they be allowed to get paid?
Yeah.
And some states are even making it to where you can't, exploit the children on
them. You
them.
get a Coogan account, yeah, which is a separate account from parents. Yeah.
Which is nice that stuff is being noticed.
That's been a thing, but at the same time, it's still, you don't know, like they're gonna follow your mom or dad, so they're not gonna want to disappoint them. So even if they don't, even if they look like they wanted to do it, but deep down we don't really know because they're too young to really understand and comprehend what they're actually doing. You know what I mean? It's sad to me.
And there's a fine line too between being a child, like you want to enjoy something, help work for it, like that could be okay. Yeah. But then there's also this line of like total exploitation. Yeah. But I just think in general, like I'm not a big fan of performing life at all. I miss is that messed up?
No, but nothing.
So I just miss old school. I like longer form art where it's a little bit more, there's a little bit of magic to it, a little bit of fiction to it, a little bit of metaphor to it. Sometimes even on TikTok, it'll be brain crack. It'll be, watch me crunch this food.
Sure.
Watch me make this sound on a keyboard. Not that stuff is not very fun. I do like it.
Yeah.
But sometimes even in, I feel like there's a lot of, and I don't mind that stuff, but performing life. And sometimes I like that stuff too. I can enjoy some of it, but sometimes some of it I don't enjoy.
Yeah.
I think I don't enjoy it where it feels like an emotional performance. I don't mind the performance of like, this is my day to day going to work. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
The keyboards, the crack food, I like that. But where we're performing maybe an emotion,
Yeah.
I don't like that. I think that's what I don't like.
Performative art.
Like where it's like, oh my God, get ready with me because my husband cheated on me or something. And it's like a fabricated story.
Sure.
Or it's kind of, I'm doing this funny. I don't really like utilizing real human emotion because I think it's special and authentic and important and deep.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like the idea of it being
Filmed.
taunted around.
Yeah.
I like it taunted in the form of a fictional thing.
Sure.
That's why I prefer that kind of art. I know. Is this a weird take? Because you know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're
I hope
saying.
you guys. I want to know what you guys think about this.
It's essentially what this is it's basically all the stuff that we, through in real life, we go through. But now I feel it's getting monetized in a way where people if you do it like this, then that means this is going to get clipped.
Yeah.
It's all clips. It's all...
I have the perfect example.
The big thing. Go ahead. What's your example?
It's like faking your heart. That's what I never want to be fake.
Yeah.
No matter how digital everything goes. Like,
sure.
I like it faked in acting though. That's different. To me, that's totally different.
Because there's a set, there's a writers, there's all these people. It's art. That's a real art form. This is like they're making it like a reality TV show, but with to
me, it's like if my dog passed away, I set up a tripod and a light, and I get my makeup done, and then I cry to the camera about how special he was to me. That's kind of the feeling.
I got you.
That to me is so obscene. And I'm not saying you can't cry on camera, but I'm talking about the performance of it.
Yes.
Sharing your emotions, I think, is okay. If it's real, as long as it's real, I like it. But the idea of people performing to please or entertain others, but performing their heart. Like, I think your heart should always be real.
Yeah.
I don't like that. By all means, do skits, do acting, do all that. Like, I like all that, and even share your thoughts and opinions, but don't fake your heart. Like, I hate that, and I like have an authenticity sniffer, and like I sniff it out, and I hate it.
Yeah.
Is that weird?
No,
but
not.
I think I'm not alone.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's just because we've seen a lot of things too, right? Like if you really think about it, like all the stuff that we're kind of like the forefront of social media in general, from like Vine, from MySpace, even. I mean, for me at least. Even for me.
OG IG baddie.
Exactly. There you go. So it's like we've seen it all, and we're trying to we're navigating through this. We're doom scrolling. I'm guilty of it as well. And I kind of just go, wait, but like, why are the people like this is a thing? Like earlier about just like it feels performative.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that feels inhuman. There's nothing like more special, I think, than like feeling like human. Like feeling human is so important. And when it feels inhuman, like we're missing the plot, nothing should be more important than your true heart. Nothing in this world. I don't know. I like hate. It's something so weird to me. I just hate it. But wait, what was I getting at? Also, I hate voyeurism. Hot take. I don't really love like filming people in a state of despair or a state of them misbehaving. Even if I understand like for criminal intent and purposes sharing, or if someone's doing something so malicious and malice that it needs brought attention to. But I don't really believe in gotcha voyeurism, or you've had one conflict with someone. I think everyone should cool it. Yeah. Like that's so gross.
It's essentially the version. It's another version of two. Like when you see two guys fighting, or when you see fighting in general, and you see it live. That's the equivalent to that in a sense where you see it being videoed and recorded, and in a way where you're just like, it just gets views. It's clickbait things. And it's sad, but it's the truth. It's
I just think humanity needs to make a little comeback. Humanity, heart, a little bit of authenticity, a little bit of slowing down, a little bit of I kind of want music with a little bit more depth and more heart, and a little less AI, and a little bit more like there's so many artists where this will sell. I made the catchy phrase that they'll make the dance on TikTok. I want to hear someone who's devastated and heartbroken, and or maybe madly in love, but really madly in love. Or, I just miss humanity a little. And I think it's important that people our age too to express things like this, because someone needs to start talking about this. Feels weird, right? I think it's important for people to start looking at each other and going, I don't think this is going right. I don't think the direction of this is correct. Like let's left it back. Let's even, I think this is a really good metaphor for Hollywood too, though, because I feel like Hollywood has gotten a little stale over the years because it's a lot of nepotism, and no disrespect to people who are born under talented people. There are plenty of talented people born to talented people.
Sure.
Go figure. But I think a lot of Hollywood used to be stories of grit and ambition, because the American dream is sort of that.
Yeah.
And that American dream is almost like this Earth dream. It's like, anything can happen. And so when you don't see anything can happen represented in TV and film, you're actually starting to see only that can happen. Only this can keep happening.
Yeah.
And I think stories of real gritty, rags to riches, kind of imperfect people, imperfect stories, but relative stories, these kind of perfect careers with these perfect families. And I think it takes away the story of Hollywood, which was human, imperfect.
Yes.
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
There might be magic here. This might all fall apart. I don't know, but I think that's more real.
Yeah.
I miss that.
Me too.
God, I miss all
really
this stuff.
do. Like On Some Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's not really stories like that anymore, or at least I haven't seen any.
No, it's a lot. Or there are, and they're sort of being, they're sort of harder to find.
Sure.
I don't know.
It's probably a hard sell. That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
And it's the whole IP thing too, right? Like everything has got to have, they got to think differently now, because there's no like DVDs to sell. There's I'm so aging myself, but I don't care. But it's so true though. It's like there's no like hard copies of anything. I actually talked about this with music too.
Yeah.
Like, don't you just miss like hard copies, CDs? Things are tangible. Things that we can. Everything is like digital. Everything's like an upload or a subscription base, and it's. I get it. People make money off that, and I understand. But the real true artists, the musicians, the actors, everyone that actually performs the art gets kind of screwed over.
But I do think though, the more real, the more heart, the more. What I think about the IP and stuff and all this is, I feel like if it's a lot more genuine, it will work.
Yeah.
I think a lot of artists too, they're putting out some of the albums super fast and all that stuff.
Yeah.
When are you guys got to drive out to the middle of nowhere and be quiet and think?
Yeah.
You need time to be heartbroken. Maybe every year isn't the year on stage, but the year of personal development. Like, I think that is more normal in artistry,
They
but
used to
because
have
of
that
the
artist development.
Yeah, and
they don't have it anymore.
the age of like the demand of internet and all that stuff, it's sort of complicated, but I don't know. That's a really deep conversation. This is a really deep desert conversation. It's fun though.
It's just being here just kind of brings it out.
Yeah, it makes you want to just be real. Yeah. There's something about nature too that I feel like delivers everything you need to know.
Yeah.
So like being quiet, being in nature is just, I don't know, it just clears the connection between you and the universe. Yeah. Everything's on a current.
Yeah. I'm listening more than I'm here.
Yeah?
Remember that little quote outside?
Oh my God, wait, we've been pulling all these like tarot card quote things.
We have.
Wait, so what's my other T? What's the last one? Oh, why I don't think all my relationships are working out?
The single life?
You know what? The single life is so T that I think I'll save it for the next one.
Okay.
It's so T
like
and it's so hot take.
That one topic will be like the whole thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's so much tea, so much thought, and I'm like, you know what? This podcast, we went on so many fun derails, but like fun derails. Yeah.
Sorry if I'm like a little all over the place, but
I like that though.
I kind of
like that.
Oh, maybe this is a vibe. So we'll see.
It's energetic. It's free flowing thought, and I feel like we covered some really important ground. Honestly,
we did.
I think it's time. It's time, world. We gotta bring cool back.
Talk to me.
I just want to bring like honest, heartwarming, flawed, but interesting.
Yeah.
That's more my speed these days. We gotta run that back.
Sounds good.
We're gonna run it back. Okay, you guys, I had so much fun chatting with you. Christian.
You too.
Where can everyone follow you, by the way?
Christian Mikey.
Yeah, he's got a lot of BTS, especially of me.
Yeah.
And fun shoots, hot girls, and cool events, things like that. You got all kind of fun stuff. And musicians, and you go everywhere. We should get into that.
Yeah,
soon.
absolutely.
All the tea. Thank you guys for listening to another episode of Eyes Up Here.